Hey guys, I'm Chua,
And I'm Sharhainie.
and this is our
Science show! For our first experiment, we are gonna make an awesome milk trick. For this experiment, we are gonna need some milk, some food coloring, a plate, and some dish soap. First, let's pour the milk onto the plate. Make sure it fills up the bottom part of the plate. Add some drops of food coloring after you are done pouring the milk. Whoa, that's more than a drop. Now, for the cool part, add a drop of dish soap onto the food coloring and milk. That's more than a dish soap, I guess. But isn't that fascinating? But how does this work? Let's find out.
Well, the reason is that the food coloring is less dense than the milk itself, so it will remain suspended within the fat molecule of the milk. The soap breaks down the fat and let it spread across the surface of the milk. As they break and expand, they create more movement in the milk and pull the coloring along for the ride. Food coloring are freeloaders. In this experiment, we are going to crush the can by just flipping it into the bucket of cold water. So just as planned, the can has crushed without any effort done by us. This is the difference between the crushed can and the normal can. So how did we do it?
How did the can crush? Here's how. Before heated, the can was filled with a little bit of water and air. By boiling the water changes into water vapor. The water vapor then pushes out all the air from the can, so there is literally nothing inside the can except for water vapor and a little bit of water. When we flip the can into the bucket of cold water, all the water vapor changes into drops of water, but the small amount of water cannot exert much pressure onto the inside wall of the can, so the air pressure outside of the can is so great that it will crush the can no problemo. That's how the can is crushed.
For our next experiment, we're gonna show you a fireproof balloon. Now this balloon is sustained very well. Wait, the balloon shouldn't be popped.
I think that's the wrong balloon. Oh, I gave you the normal one. Sorry for that.
Now this balloon can sustain heat. And here's the answer. See, the balloon can sustain heat very well and then no burst. But why?
Yeah, how did the balloon pop? Well, when the balloon is heated, the rubber gets weaker because of the heat, until the point that it cannot sustain the air pressure any longer, resulting the balloon to pop. The so-called magic balloon is actually filled with water and some air. When it is heated, the rubber doesn't get weaker because the heat is absorbed by the water and the rubber is not affected, and that's how it doesn't burst, but it will leave a black mark on the balloon. In this last experiment, we are gonna show you an invisible beaker. What are you going to do is put the small beaker into the larger beaker. If it fits like so, pour the vegetable oil into both of the beaker. make sure it covers all part of the small beaker. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, the beaker is now invisible. Or is it? Let's find out. As you can see, the small beaker did not disappear. It is there, but the glass is not seen. Wait, if it didn't disappear, then what happened? The explanation is pretty simple. When we pour the oil into the large beaker and on top of the small beaker, the light that travels through the glass and then the oil is slowed down, and on reflection makes the glass invisible. The slowing down process of light and reflection to certain objects is known as the index of refraction.